Hi Martin, my name is Pippa. I'm a 25-year-old from the UK, currently living in Sydney, Australia. I'm a passionate kitesurfer, surfer, wakeboarder, and my passions have luckily taken me all over the world, from Sri Lanka to the British Virgin Islands, and most recently here in lovely Sydney. I'm a naturally curious person by nature. I'm always constantly eager to see what opportunities are available to me on a personal and professional level. And on any given day off, you'll find me engaging in some kind of physical activity outdoors, whether that be going along the amazing coastline that we have here in Australia, or venturing into the mountains with friends. So what attracts me to the role as a virtual assistant? Well, it would be the sheer variety of projects and work that would come my way. I would relish the opportunity to have a job where every day is different, there's new things to be doing, new people to be meeting, um, dealing with different tasks every day, constantly challenging myself, learning new skills and expanding my skill set. From what I've read about what you get up to in all your projects, I would love to be a part of it, and the idea that I could be of assistance to you from anywhere in the world is pretty amazing in my eyes. So, down to my key skills, so the nitty gritty. From a technology point of view, I'm very familiar with all things Microsoft Office and your Apple alternatives, Pages, Numbers, Keynote, etc. I've had a lot of experience using things like Google Calendar, various cloud services, obviously very important things like a VA role. Obviously things like Skype, I'm very familiar with as well. And throughout my jobs here in Sydney, I've used a lot of CRM systems, which I've learned are pretty amazing for all things marketing, all the activities you need to do, creating them, updating them, maintaining them. And from a social media point of view, I'd say I'm pretty savvy, and I really enjoy creating content simply for my own channels on all things I love in the water sports industry, whether that's reviewing new products, reviewing new destinations, etc. So yeah, creative writing, photography, and a bit of videography. Aside from technology, I'd say I'm someone that definitely works with my initiative. If I'm presented with a task I'm not entirely sure how to tackle, I will definitely use every resource available to me to be able to learn how to do it, because then I've learned something new, as opposed to falling at the first hurdle saying, I can't do that, sorry. I actually think I love working autonomously. I can work under pressure, and I can produce high quality work for you under minimal supervision. So, what have I done in the last 12 months to increase my skill set? Well, in the past 12 months, I've been here in Sydney, and I've taken on a number of roles that I would describe perhaps threw me in at the deep end, so to speak, in with the sharks, they say. When taking on these tasks, I was required to learn new skills quickly, get to grips with new systems and processes fast, and at times take on a new role of authority managing people, which was something very new to me. I've been also undertaking some self-study to better understand the world of WordPress and website design. As someone that studied languages at university, it's a pretty hard one to get to grips with, but I'm getting there. Aside from that, I've been studying in my own time to become a personal trainer. I have always been passionate about making sports more accessible to young adults, teaching water sports to underprivileged kids voluntarily while I was at university. And recently I've just signed up to take part in a study comparing fitness and mental health. I'm not sure of the result, but it's quite exciting. So if you were to hire me today, what would make me an asset to you? Well, after doing some research on various projects you're involved in, I sort of really like the way that you summed up everything as profit with a purpose, because ultimately that's my end goal. Yes, everyone is out there to make money. Some people just carry out the most mundane jobs in order to make X amount of salary, and they are satisfied with that, and that's fine, but I would not be satisfied with that. I want my work to not only be progressive and challenging, but also meaningful and contributing towards making a difference. I ultimately want to be assisting inspirational people to be able to do extraordinary things, and I believe as a member of your team, I'd be able to do that. So if you were to ring my boss today, I'm pretty sure he would tell you that I display excellent people and communication skills, which enables me to provide exceptional levels of customer service. I'm pretty adaptable and I'll put all my energy into any task that's thrown my way. He would probably also tell you that I'm perhaps too much of a perfectionist at times. I definitely have high expectations of myself, and I like that to come across in all the work that I produce. I've probably had a bit of difficulty in previous roles delegating tasks to others with the view that it may impact my personal performance at work, and that's something I probably need to work on moving on to a potential management position further down the line in my career. So, costs per hour. At the moment, for doing a similar role here in Sydney, I am charging $30 an hour for my work, and it's definitely up for discussion based on the scope of work that you potentially have for me. And time zones are an interesting one, as I am all the way down here in Australia, and I'm keen to discuss what we could potentially arrange. Anything is possible, again, depending on the scope of work that we have at hand at the time. My ideal working hours at the moment are roughly 20 hours a week, with the view to maybe having a discussion further down the line to increasing that over time. What is my dream? My dream, put very simply, is to be fully mobile in terms of location, being a part of extraordinary projects led by extraordinary people. Despite what I believed in my teens, we all have to work. And I want to be getting up each day, eager to sort of pick up where I left off the day before, because the work I do is exciting and meaningful, and the people I deal with are also keen to make a difference in this world. I'm constantly amazed by what opportunities are out there that start with a simple conversation, so I guess this video is me starting a conversation with you. I hope you liked my answers. If you have any other queries, feel free to get back in contact, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks!